Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today we are back to solving a classic Sudoku. This classic Sudoku is created by Ashish Kumar, and if you want to see more of his Sudokus, I would highly recommend you to check out his Patreon page Enthralling Sudoku. All the Sudokus in his Patreon page are handcrafted by Ashish and they are really good in quality, and I would highly recommend giving it a go. If you want to try this Sudoku before watching this video, please check out the link in the description of the video where you can try the Sudoku. The rules of the Sudoku are: each row, column and box contains the digits 1 to 9 without any repetition. Standard classic rules. So having said that, we'll move on to start solving this classic Sudoku now. Okay, there is a 2 in row 5, 2 in column 5, which means that 2 can be marked to one of these two cells in box 5, right? There is a 7 in row 8 and row 9, which means 7 will go into one of these two cells. 4 in row 4 and row 6, which means 4 will be in one of these two cells, but 4 is in column 7, so we get a 4 there. And which means 4 in column 8 now has only two cells left. It will be in these two cells. Okay, 3 in column 8, column 9, which means that 3 must go into one of these two cells in column 7, but 3 is here, so which means that 3 will go in this cell in box 6. I'm just trying to look at the 3s now. I don't see any 3s, so I'm just focusing my attention on 5s maybe. There is a 5 in column 4, 5 in row 6, which means that 5 in box 5 will go into one of these two cells, right? Okay, let's look at 8 maybe. 8 in column 1, column 3, which means that 8 must go into one of these two cells, but 8 is here, so we get an 8 here. And these two 8s give us an 8 here. The Sudoku so far has a very pleasing start. Such Sudokus can only be fun when they are handcrafted by a human. Normally computer generated Sudokus, you don't have very fun solving paths. Handcrafted Sudokus always have an artistic theme and a very fun to solve solving path. And there is a 3 in row 4 and row 5, which means that 3 must go into one of these two cells in box 4. Okay, there is a 6 in column 8, which means that 6 must go into one of these two cells, and 6 must go into one of these two cells in column 7. And this is a 6, which means we can eliminate the 6 from here and place the 6 here, and 6 in row 3 will go into one of these two cells. All these are simple and normal classic deductions that you can just obtain by scanning the Sudoku. There is a 2 in row 2 and 2 in column 2, which means that 2 must be in one of these two cells in box 1. Let's look at column 7. It is almost filled, so we can start writing the candidates maybe now. 3, 4, 5, 8, 6 and 7. Remaining are 1, 2 and 9. So this is going to be 1 and a 9 because 2 is here. This is 1 and 2 and this is 2 and 9. There is a 5 in row 1 and row 3, which means we get the 5 here. And now 5 in column 8, we get a pair, right? 4, 5 pair we have locked into these two cells because 4 is already in these two cells. Now the 5 is also in these two cells, which means we have locked a pair now. Okay, 8 in box 3 will go into one of these two cells, right? Because 8 is in row 3 and 8 can't be here, so 8 must be in one of these two cells, which means that 8 must go into one of these two cells in row 2, and because of this 8 we get an 8 here. And that gives 8 in one of these two cells in column 5, and because of this 8 we can remove the 8 from here, and this will be an 8 now, and that gives us an 8 in box 9. Great. A really pleasing start to the Sudoku, which means that this cell cannot be 3, 6, 7, 8, cannot be 4 or 5, so it can only be 1, 2 or 9, right? So this will be a 1, 2 or a 9. We can write the candidates. And because we have a triplet here, 1 and 9, or rather these are the only digits left in the column, we have a 1, 9 here, which means that 2 must be going in one of these two cells, because in column 7 you don't have any other cell for the 2. 2 must go into one of these two cells, which means that this will be a 1 or a 9. 2 can be eliminated from that cell. And this 8 removes the 8 from here, and we get the 8 in this cell. I think we have placed, we have placed all the 8s. So 8s won't be of help anymore. Let us start writing the candidates maybe. Let's look at row 8. If you look at row 8, 1, 6, 7 and 8 have already been placed, and columns 3 and 4 have a 4, 5 in them, right? So we can lock 4, 5 pair in row 8, because this cell can't contain a 4, 5. And if you notice, these 4, 5s are neatly placed in columns 3 and 4, which means that there is only 2 cells left for the 4, 5 pair in row 8. That will be these 2 cells, which means that these 2 cells will be 2, 3 and 9. These 2 cells will contain a 3 in any order, or rather will contain a 3 in one of those 2 cells. So if you look at maybe row 5, 4, 8, 9, 2 and 3, remaining digits are 1, 5, 6 and 7. So we can write the candidates maybe. This cell contains this column contains a 5, so this is 1, 6 and 7, and this column contains a 5, so this is also 1, 6 and 7, and both of these cells will have 4 possibilities, 1, 5, 6 and 7. Let's look at row 2 maybe. I'm just trying to look at rows which have at least 5 or 6 more than 5 filled digits. 3, 5, 2, 6 and 8. Remaining are 1, 4, 7 and 9, but 9 is here. So this is 1, 4, 7. This is 1, 7 and 9, because 4 is here. And this can be all 4 candidates, 1, 4, 7 and 9. If you look at this box, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8, remaining are 1, 2, 7 and 9, but 9 is here. So this is 1, 2 and 7, and both of these cells can be any of 1, 2, 7 or 9. Not much information. Let's look at column 8, 3, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6. The remaining digits are 1, 2 and 7. Let us candidate those digits. Sorry. Not much information from this box or the last 3 columns. So I think we have to focus our search somewhere in this place. Let's look at this cell maybe. 2, 3, 1 and 8, and 4 and 5 can't be there, so it can only be 6, 7 or 9. No other possible candidates there. So when you are solving a classic Sudoku, you always need to be careful if when you are writing the candidates inside the cell, if those are the only possible candidates inside the cell. So for example, here I have marked a 5 in these 2 cells. So you have to be careful that these 2 cells also can contain other candidates other than 5, right? So that distinction has to be there when one is solving a classic Sudoku. Otherwise, there is a possibility for breaking the Sudoku. Okay, so here we have some wonderful deductions. So I would request our dear viewers to try to find this continuation yourself. This is a wonderful technique and a very powerful technique in classic Sudokus. So I will pause here for 2 seconds maybe. Okay, so if you look at these 2 cells and these 2 cells, right, along rows 5 and row 8, we notice that 5 can only be in these 2 cells in row 5, and similarly 5 can only be in these 2 cells in row 8. This is called an X-swing pattern. So when such pattern occurs, you can be sure that all these cells in column 1 and all these cells in column 6 will not contain a 5. And similarly, all these cells in row 5 and all these cells in row 8 will not contain a 5, because it is easy to see. For row 5, if you have the 5 here, then for the row 8 you need to have the 5 here, right? Because you can't have the 5 and the 5 will go here. And similarly for row 5, if you have the 5 here, you can't have the 5 in row 8 here, and you will have the 5 here. So in both the cases, 5 must be in one of these two cells and 5 must be in one of these two cells, which means that the rest of the cells can be eliminated. So this is called an X-swing. And this is also obvious to see. Along rows, these are the only cells, so the rest of the cells can't contain a 5. This X-swing technique is very, very powerful in classic Sudokus and is often missed by even the top solvers, because normally we tend to look for pairs and triplets, and we often forget looking for X-swings. However, you need to have an eye open for seeing such X-swings. Just make a mental note in your brain when you see such digits which are occurring only in two cells in any two rows or any two columns. Just have a look out for them. So now we are sure that the highlighted cells in red can't contain a 5. So let us see if that is helping us. I'll try to remove the red cells from here, because the green is already helping us to see that 5 cannot be in any of those cells in those rows. So maybe let's look at this cell. So this cell can't contain a 5, we know, so it cannot be 1, 8, 9 or 5 or 7. So it can only be 2, 3, 4 and 6. Right? So again 4 possible candidates here. Beautiful. So once again I would request our viewers to again to try to find the continuation here. There is one more beautiful thing here. So I will pause for again 2 seconds. Okay, now we have one more X-swing pattern, right? We notice that there is a 5 X-swing, but there is also an X-swing of 4. If you look at row 2, I'll highlight using yellow maybe, this cell and this cell are the only two cells that can contain a 4 in that row, right? And when you come to row 8, you also notice that those exact two cells in that row can only contain a 4. In columns 1 and column 2, these two cells can contain only can contain the 4, and similarly in this row these two cells only can contain the 4. So same idea, if you have the 4 here, you get the 4 here, and if you have the 4 here, you get the 4 here. So you can eliminate the rest of the cells in that row, in that column as 4. So which means that the highlighted cells in red also cannot contain a 4, right? Beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. So what a Sudoku, guys. Really nicely handcrafted by Ashish. So we can be certain that this cell can't contain a 5, and now it also can't contain a 4 because of this X-swing pattern, right? So this is not 1, 8, 9 or 4, 5 or 7. So it can only be 2, 3 or a 6, right? And this 9 eliminates the 9 from here. So this is 2 or a 3. And you have a 4, 5 going into column 4, which means that 4, 5 cannot be here and 4, 5 is not here. So you get a 4, 5 pair in box 8. Beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful. So because we eliminated the 4, 5 from here, we immediately got a 4, 5 pair in box 8. I hope you guys appreciate how the Sudoku is beautifully handcrafted. By using making use of these two X-swings, we have got a pair in box 8. So which means that we have pushed the 7 to this cell. So this is a 7 and we can eliminate the 7 from here. So this is 1 or a 6. And this is going to be 2, 3 or a 6, right? Because 4, 5, 1, 8, 9 and 7. So this is 2, 3 or a 6. So we have a triplet now, which means 6 must go into one of these two cells and 6 in row 7 must go into one of these two cells, right? But 6 is in column 2, which means that you get the 6 here. Beautiful. And now 6 must go into one of these two cells in column 3. I'll refrain from marking it because we have marked all possible candidates and we are making a split kind of mark. So let us just remember that 6 is in one of these two cells. Can we use this 4, 5 X-swing anywhere else to our advantage? This cell seems to be a good area. So this cell can't contain 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. So it can only be 1, 2, 3 and 9. So 4 possible candidates there. So let us leave that for now. Maybe let's look at row 7. 6, 7, 8 and 9 and 3, and remaining are 1, 2, 4, 5. Oh, you have a 4, 5 pair. Beautiful. So which means that this cell is going to be 1 or a 2, but 2 is here. So this will be a 1 and this will be a 2, which gives us a 9 here a 1 here, and this gives us a 1 here. Amazing, guys. What a Sudoku. Beautiful. So which means that this is not a 1, so this is going to be a 2 or a 7. And now we can eliminate the 1 from here, so this is 4 7 and this is 7 9. And this is going to be 4 7 or 9, right? 1 3 5 2 6 8, so remaining are 4 7 and 9. So I see 4 5 pair all over the place. Let's look at maybe column 2, right? As we discussed already, last 3 columns are not giving us much information. So if you look at column 2, 1 2 6 7 8, remaining are 3 4 5 and 9. So this cell can't be a 5, so this is 3 4 9. This cell can't be a 4 or a 5, so this is 3 or a 9. Can't be a 4, so 3 5 9. So this will be 3 4 5 9. So 4 candidates there. Okay, so we have found a quadruple kind of thing here, which means that we are locking 4 digits in 4 possible cells in box 4, right? 3 4 7 9 quadruple. So these 4 digits will be locked into these 4 cells, because by seeing visually we see that all these 4 cells are comprised only of digits from 3 4 7 and 9. So which means that 1 2 pair you can mark in row 1 column 1 and row 3 column 3. Because of the 4 7 here, 9 must be in one of these 2 cells for row 2, which means you can eliminate the 9 from here and here. So this is going to be a 3 and this will be a 4 now, and which gives a 7 9 pair here, and that gives us a 4 in row 2, right? Beautiful. And that gives a 5 here, a 4 here, a 5 here, a 4 here and a 4 here because of this 5. Superb, guys. This is one of the best classic Sudokus I've solved in recent times. Amazing solve path, really amazing solve path. 2 X-wings are beautifully showing us the path forward. And column 2, if you see 3 4 6 1 2 7 8, so remaining are 5 and 9, right? So we can candidate those digits 5 9 and 5 9. The Sudoku is still testing us, so 9 is here, so which means this is 2 or 3. Okay, so this can't be resolved yet, and 1 2 also can't be resolved. So let us write the candidates in box 3. 1 3 4 5 6 and 8, remaining are 2 7 9. Is that helping us? Not really. So okay, you have a 2 3 here, 4 5 and 8. I am quickly trying to scan to see if we have got any digits in the process. 4 8 9 2 and 3, so remaining are 1 5 6 and 7. This cell can't contain a 5 or a 4 because it's highlighted in red because of the X-wing. And this 5 9 pair is interesting. Okay, let's write some more candidates. This cell can't contain a 4, right, because we have made an X-wing into these 2 cells. So this is going to be 2 3 or a 9. It can't be a 5 or a 4. Oh, beautiful. So you have a 5 here, right? Which means 5 in row 5 has only one cell left. So this will be a 5. And this is going to be 1 6 or a 7 for row 5. And this 5 gives us a 9 here and a 5 here. And this 9 must give something. Yeah, it gives us a 9 in row 6, because 9 will be in one of these 2 cells due to these 2 9s, and 9 can't be here, which means you get the 9 in column 4, right? Classic rules. And that eliminates the 9 from here and gives us the 9 here. 4 5 9 6 and 8, remaining digits are 1 2 3 7 in row 1, but column 5 has 1 2 and 3, so which means this is a 7, which means this is a 2, this is a 7, this is a 1, this is a 2, and these 2 cells must be 1 6, but 1 is here, so this is a 1, and this is going to be a 6. This will be a 3 now. Beautiful, guys. Superb Sudoku. Really. This one gives us a 6 7 here, and this is going to be 2 or a 6 because you have a 3 here, so this is 2 6, and which means 3 must be in one of these 2 cells, and 2 3 pair can be resolved it. Yeah, you have a 2 here, so which means this will be a 3 and this will be a 2. That gives us a 6 and a 3 here. This 6 gives us the 7 here, and now this 2 cells must be 1 6, right? 2 3 4 7 5 8 and 9, so they must be 1 and 6, right? Let us mark the pair, so this is 1 6, and which means that these two cells must be 2 5 in some order, but 2 is here, so this is a 5, this is a 2, and now these two cells must be 2 and 9 for box 7, but 2 is here, so this is a 2, this is a 9, this is a 9, this is a 7, brilliant. 2 4 5 7, 3 8 9, so remaining are 1 6, we can write the candidates. This is 1 6, and because of this we have pushed the 3 to row 6 column 1, and which means this is going to be 7, only possible digit left in column 1, so this is 1 or a 2. And if you look at column 9, 2 4 5 9, 1 3 and 8, so remaining are 6 and 7, right? Yeah, so it will be 6 and 7, so because of the 7 here we get a 7 here, which means this is a 6, and these two cells must be a 1 2 pair, and this 6 gives us a 6 here, which in turn gives us a 6 here, and which in turn gives us a 1 here, and this is a 1 now, so this is a 2 and this is a 1. And with that we have completed this really amazing and beautifully themed classic Sudoku. As you can see, the Sudoku had a beautiful pattern, 3 givens here in a diagonal pattern, and 4 givens here, and then 7 givens here, 4 givens here, and 3 givens here. So it also illustrated the X-swing concept very beautifully. We saw that we had an X-swing of 5 in these 2 rows, and immediately after that we saw that we had an X-swing of 4 in these 2 rows, which made us eliminate the 4 5 from this cell, and because of which we got a 4 5 pencil mark and a 4 5 pair here, and that helped us crack this beautiful classic Sudoku. So if you want to enjoy more of Ashish's handcrafted Sudokus, which I would highly recommend, do check out his Patreon page, and hope you guys understood how to spot X-swings better in classic Sudokus. And remember to subscribe to the channel, we'd be greatly appreciating that. Hope to see you all soon. Thank you.